Hi, good morning, and welcome to the ZP Vlog and Pod podcast. Every Sunday at 8 a.m. UK time, we like to do a look back at the news from Zimmer Peacock for this week. So it is that time, and we'll go through the news and the updates from Zimmer Peacock. So during the week, we put out quite a updates, both technical, some of them just about the business, some of them about some of our members. At the ZP Developer Zone. But one of the things that we did put out this week was a video regarding how to add a barrier layer to the ZP sensors. So it was a short video where one of our engineers sort of took what's called a barrier layer and applied it to the electrodes and just talked about the volume and the sort of technique on how to do that. So that was one of the videos we put out this week, and we put a little link to the product. Now, a barrier layer, we sometimes use it to just diminish or reduce rather the amount of analyte reaching an electrode. So for example, if you're making a glucose sensor, if you lack a bit of linearity, let's say that you had a good linearity from 0 to 10 millimolar, but after 10 millimolar, the signal started plateauing. You can add a barrier layer, and what that would do is reduce the amount of glucose that's reaching the sensing layer, and so you will lose sensitivity, but you will gain an extra sort of linearity, and you might be able to go up to about 20 millimolar. So that's why we have a barrier layer, and we sell these barrier layers in kit form. And one of our clients was asking us, how do you actually add it to the sensor? So we put out a little video there about that this week. So just some other news from Zimmer Peacock for this week. Here we go. We also discussed that we'd made this nitrate sensor, and I've talked a lot about the nitrate sensor, and as part of getting the nitrate sensor into industry, we are actually going to attend it's called the Potato Industry Event. It's in a town in the UK called Harrogate, and so we're going to attend that conference and take our nitrate sensor there as well. I think that's one of the things I really want to say about Zimmer Peacock, that we're very sincere that if we're in a project, we're definitely trying to get that product or that technology to the market. I think sometimes people just hi Ivan, nice to see you. Sometimes people like to do this technology for the sake of doing the technology, but at Zimmer and Peacock, as the technology is maturing, we're then starting to promote it to other people. So we're attending this conference in Harrogate on the 24th and 25th of November. So if you're in the UK, you're welcome to meet us there. Now, I said that we had the company meeting a couple of weeks ago now, and at the time we got a large, we had a picture taken of the entire company. There are still a few people missing, but we did manage to get most or a lot of the people, into a company photo. So, we talk about the business has expanded, and the business truly has expanded. So you can see Evan and myself down here, we're the founding partners, and then many of the team are in the pictures. And so we just added a few more pictures to the website, because we got some, we're coming out of lockdown a little bit, so it's nice to be able to get some photos together. So you can see that we're a very sort of mixed team, let's say, people from, we did a language count during the day, and we actually counted that we had 27 languages in the company, which I think is quite extraordinary. So obviously many people are speaking more than one language, and we have 27 languages, let's say, in the company. So we just to give you a sense of the size of the team. Now, some other news from Zimmer Peacock as well is that we're very lucky that we have a very strong ZP developer zone where we sort of help people in the development of their biosensors. But one of our ZP developer zone members is called Hasim. And Hasim has actually been kind enough to create a series of presentations for us at the ZP Developers Zone. So I thought this one that we did this week was particularly interesting, that he actually is working on a biosensor for detecting cyanide. It was quite a simple biosensor to put together. He's literally just putting a polymer layer or Nathium polymer layer on top of the sensor and then detecting it that way. He uses a technique called differential pulse voltammetry because Hasim, particularly likes that methodology. And then he was able to show that the alternative way of being able to detect cyanide in water is actually to do a pick rate paper test, where the paper goes from yellow to red, but it wasn't effective below 100 ppb, whereas the electrochemical method go down to like 0.5 ppb. So very grateful for Hasim for preparing those slides and letting us speak about it at the ZP Developer Zone this week. Now, it was just, the next thing I'm showing is just a picture that our project manager took. We work with a company called Exhalation, and we've been working on this COVID-19 sensor. And so the core team had a picture taken with this COVID-19 sensor. And when I look at the core team, I see people who have sensor development skills. I see a project manager. I see a data scientist. I see electromechanical engineers and mechanical engineers. I see data scientists. I see assembly engineers. I see firmware engineers. And I see software engineers. So it's really quite a broad team that it takes in order to develop a sort of point of care device. So in the picture that I put onto the website, you see a truly multi-skilled team. So very happy with the work that they've done. Just a little bit of news for myself, because things have been opening up recently. In Ireland, they have a sort of an academic PhD training group called CURAM, and this involves many universities from around Ireland. The one that I'm most familiar with is NUI Galway, the National University of Ireland, that's in Galway. And so they invited Zimmer Peacock to speak at their conference. So it's only a 55-minute flight from London to Dublin. So we went to Dublin, we gave a quick talk there. And just for everyone's interest, CURAM apparently means care in Irish. So we were happy to be invited and happy to talk at their conference this week. So this is just a quick update for this week. So I won't hold you for very much longer. Just to give you a, we're going to be going to a university in Norway very soon on a recruitment drive called NTNU, and because of that, the guys put together a video that they could play. So I thought, the video that I'm showing on the website is quite interesting. In the video we show how we make, if we're doing small scale manufacturing, we show that in fact, we can functionalize several hundred electrodes, for example, on a robot. We have a very precise robot that goes around functionalizing these electrodes. In the video, you see one of our electronic engineers, you see one of our sensor assembly engineers putting together the nitrate rods. You see us working with a flow cell, so we do flow electrochemistry on occasions. So you see one of our engineers assembling the flow cell. Then one of the engineers putting together the mouthpiece for a breath analyzer. So we have a lot of activity going on. We do what's called CAD work, computer aided design. So that's something that our engineers also do. And we also do 3D printing of parts, and so we just finished them with a quick photo of the team. So that just gives you a sort of snapshot of some of the activities that go on at Zimmer and Peacock. So I'll be just very quick now because we just like to do this quick roundup at the end of the week just to sort of talk and highlight some news. So this week we talked about barrier layers. Barrier layers are layers that you add to sensors, often to make them more robust or to help increase their linear range. So we did a quick video on that. Because of the nitrate sensor, we're going to be at an exhibition in Harrogate in November in the UK. Because of the company meeting that we had a couple of weeks ago, we put some new photos out of some of the team. Thank you to Hasim, our ZP Developer Zone member, who gave us a nice presentation at our webinar on Thursday. Thank you to the COVID-19 team. It's a very multidisciplinary team that's put together that sensor. Thank you to the Kuram in Ireland for inviting ZP to talk, and we were happy to come and speak in person at your webinar. And as you can see from the snapshot of ZP, we do a lot of things, 3D printing, electromechanical engineering, sensor assembly. I think anyone who comes to work with us or comes to do a placement with us has a lot of fun because, there's a lot of, interesting work going on. All right. Well, I appreciate you all attending today. I realize it's, for some of you, it's 9 a.m. in the morning. For me, it's 8 a.m. in the morning. Thank you for Ivan and Aftad and Ali for coming. Ali, I very much look forward to Ali and I are doing a webinar together in a couple of weeks' time. That will be that's promoted on our website, so I look forward to doing that with you. All right, cool. And thank you, Amit, as well for also attending. So, okay, that's the end of the webinar for this week. Don't forget we have our ZP Developer Zone webinar on Thursday at 8 a.m. London time. That's much more technical. But this is just our wrap up, our news for the week, ending the 17th of October 2021. All right, thank you very much, and I shall speak to you all soon. All right, take care, guys. Thank you.